Hello, my name is Joshua Mugabi. I welcome you to the Cockroach. Classification of a cockroach. Classification of a cockroach. It is in phylum Arthropoda. It is in class Insecta. The order is Dictyoptera, and its genus is Peliplanata, and the species is Peliplanata americana. Other Dictyoptera include the praying mantis. We want now to describe the habitat. A cockroach, they live in crevices or holes. That is their habitat. They feed on wood. They also feed on dry materials. The movement, they move by legs and rarely fly. Lateral view. When we look at the lateral view, we shall see the different parts. They have the compound eyes. They have the head. There is the pulp maxilla. We have the prothorax. These are the antennas. We have the outer wing, anosacea. We have the style, the abdomen. We have the hind legs, the middle legs, and then the front legs. Those are the different parts of the cockroach. If you look at it, the palps, the head, compound eyes, we have the prothorax. On top of the prothorax, now behind we have the outer wing. Then we have the antenna. And we have the abdomen, the anosacus, the style. We have the hind legs, the middle legs, and the front legs. We want to look at the dorsal view. Dorsal view, you are going to see the head part section. You will see the thorax section and then the abdomen section. Now, when you look at it, you are going to see the compound eyes. You will have the head, the antenna. Then we shall have the prothorax. We have the mesothorax, and then the last one is the metathorax. Now, each of these segments, we have the prothorax legs, we have the mesothorax legs, and metathorax legs. Then we have, lastly, down here, we have the style, we have the anosacus, we have the abdomen, the hind wing, and the fore wing. That's when we are seeing it from the dorsal view. On the head part, you will have the head and then the antennas, compound eyes. Then you have the first part of the thorax, which we call the prothorax. Second part, mesothorax. The third one is metathorax. Then each of these sections has got a pair of legs. We have the first pair of the legs is attached to the prothorax. It's called the prothorax leg. The second one is attached to the mesothorax, which we call the mesothorax leg. And the third pair is attached on the metathorax, which we call the metathoracic leg. Then we have the style behind, and then we have the anosacci, we have the abdomen is here, then the inner wing, and then we have the fore wing. That's when we are seeing it dorsally on top. We want to look at the ventral view. The ventral view, that's how you see it from down below, and you will see that we have different parts. You will see the head, you will see the compound eyes, you will see the antenna, then you will be able to see the prothorax leg, the mesothorax leg, the metathorax leg. You will see the outer wing, you can see the style, you can see the anosacus, and then the abdomen. Those are the different parts that you are going to see. On the head, we have said you can see the compound eyes, you will see the antenna moving away, then you can see some parts of the mouth parts. Then you will see the prothorax leg, those are the ones which are attached to the prothorax. You will see the mesothorax legs attached on the mesothorax, and then you will see the metathorax leg attached on the metathorax. The abdomen, the outer wing can be seen the other side. Then we can see the style and then the anosacus. We want to look at the lateral view. Lateral view is when you are seeing from the side. What you see when you see it from the side. And when we are seeing it from the sides, we are able to see the compound eyes. We can be able to see the sockets. We can see the maxilla. We can see the maxillary pulps. We can see the mandibles, the labrum, and the antenna. So you will look at it and you see that you can see the antennae. Antenna, these are the antennas here, these long ones. And then you can see the compound eye. We have the compound eyes here. You can look at for the socket. The socket is here at the source of the antennae. You can see the socket. Then we can see the maxillary pulps. We have the maxillary pulps, they are here. We can see them. We can see the mandibles. The mandibles are here on the sides. And then we can see the labrum. Labrum is this upper part which is covering the part. And the maxilla down. We have to see the maxilla down. Then the front view of the head. We can see the different parts. The front view. In the front view, you will be able to see the epicranium, this part here, which is one here, epicranium. You will be able to see the antennae. Antenna, they have been cut off, they are here. Then you will be able to see the fronth. Fronth is this part here, first part which covers. That is the fronth, this part here. Uncovering is the fronth. Then we can be able to see the compound eyes. The compound eyes. Compound eyes can be seen there on the sides here. You can see the compound eyes here. Then we are able to see the cypress. You will be able to see the cypress, which is number 3 here. Then you will be able to see the labrum. Labrum is the upper part which is covering, number 5 here. Okay. Then you will be able to see the labiopalps. The labiopalps are these ones inside here. Then you will be able to see the maxillary pulps. Maxillary pulps are these ones outside. And then the mandibles, you will see them on the sides. The mandibles on the sides. So those are the different parts that we can see in the front view. we are able to see the antenna, these ones which have been cut off. Then you can see the compound eyes. Compound eyes are here behind the antenna. Then you are able to see the epicranium, is this part which is covering the head. From the epicranium we go to the fronts. Fronts are below the epicranium. Then below the epicranium we shall see the clypeus. Clypeus is this part here. You can see it, clypeus here. Then from the clypeus we can see the labrum. The labrum is this part covering here. Then from the labrum we have the labiopulp. You can see the labiopulps here. Then we can see the maxillary pulps. These are the maxillary pulps. And then on the inside part we can see the mandibles. That is the front view of the head. So the mandibles, we have looked at the mandibles here. The mandibles are used for cutting and chewing. Our mandibles here, they are used for cutting and chewing. Then we have the maxillary pulps. The maxillary pulps, these ones that we see, those ones they hold the food and then dilate the food to the mouth. These maxillary pulps, they are for dilating the food into the mouth. The mandibles are for chewing and cutting. Want to look at the legs now. When you look at the legs, you will be able to see the first part here, which is the coxa. Then from the coxa we have the trunchata. Trunchata is the connecting point here. From the coxa to the femur is what we call the trunchata. Then we have the femur, we have the tibia, and then the tarsus. So those are the different parts. The first part here is what we are calling the coxa. Coxa, which is the first part here. And then from the coxa, we move and come to the trunchata. Trunchata is that part connecting the coxa to the femur. Then from the femur, we come and join to the tibia, then tibia to the tarsus. Now, if you look at this leg here, you see that these ones are the tarsus, this part here. Then here we have the tibia. Then from the tibia, here we have the femur. This is our femur. And then here we have the trunchata connecting to the coxa. Then the coxa is this one which connects to the metathorax. The legs, it has got 3 pairs of jointed legs. There are 3 pairs of jointed legs. Have this pair here, this second pair, and then the third pair. Then the legs, they have spines. If you look at the legs, you will see the spines, those small protruding structures which are very tiny. They are spines. Then it has got also 2 curved claws. It has got 2 curved claws at the bottom. If you magnify it, you will see the 2 curved claws, and inside it has the pads. Then the glandular pads at the end of the legs. It has the glandular pads at the end of the legs in between the claws, and the length of the hind leg to the forward leg is 2 to 1. So if you look at the length of this hind leg and you compare it with the forward leg, they are in a ratio of 2 to 1. Then we want to look at the leg still. We want to state the adaptations of the limb for their function. What are the adaptations of the limbs for their function? So if you look at the limbs, you will see that they are jointed legs. They are jointed legs, meaning that this one being jointed, that jointed whereby you have the trunchata. From the trunchata you go to the femur. There is a joint there to the tibia. There are joints to the tarsus. Those ones, they increase the flexibility during movement. Those are the jointed legs. And then the legs have got spines. They have spines, and these spines, when you look at them, they are mainly for protection. Then also they have got what we are calling the curved claws. The curved claws, we are seeing them here down at the end of the leg. They are those curved claws, and they are used for movement on rough surfaces. Those are the curved claws. Then they have also the glandular pads. The glandular pads are these ones that we are seeing in between the claws. The glandular pads, those ones are for walking on smooth surface. When the insect is walking on smooth surface, it secretes certain substances that help it to hold onto the smooth surface. Then we have the length of the hind leg. The length of the hind leg, if you look at the length of the hind leg, it is adapted that it is very long. It is mainly for propulsion when the insect is going to fly. Then we have the four legs. The four legs, these ones are very short, and they are for absorbing shock during the landing. Draw a drawing showing the hind leg. So when you draw your hind leg, this is how you draw it. You draw the coxa. After drawing the coxa, then you put there the trochanter. You press there the trochanter. Then you put the femur. And then from the femur, you go to the tibia. The tibia has spines. Put the spines. And then you put the tarsus. And then you have the claws, and then the alolium. Those are the glandular pads. That's how you draw the hind leg of a cockroach. Now we want to look at the wings. You know, it has got two types of the wings. There is the tegumena and then the hind wing, or what we call the inside wing. There are two pairs of wings. We have two pairs of wings. There is the top one, which we call the tegumena, and then we have the inner one, which we call the hind wing. And these wings are hard and tough. That is the outer wing. The outer wing, as you look at it, it is hard and it is also tough. Then the outer wing are dull colored. Outer wing, when you look at them, they are dull in color. Their color is dull, as we shall see later. The purpose of the dull color is for camouflage, hiding in dark places, hiding away from the predators. Then they have the inner wings, which are wide and membranous. If you look at the inner wing, it is wide and it is membranous. When you look at it, it is like as if it is transparent. You can see through. That's what we are calling it, is membranous. Now, still the wing, state the adaptations of the wing for their function. How are the wings adapted for their function? We have seen we have the forewing and then we have the hind wings. How are they adapted for their function? Now, first of all, when you look at the outer wing, it is hard and tough. It is hard and tough, and this is for offering protection to the inner delicate wings. The hard wing is providing protection to the inner delicate wings. And then the outer wing are dull colored. They are dull colored. When you look at them, they are dull colored. And what is the purpose? What is the function of being dull? It's for camouflage against the predator. That is hiding away from predator, or being looking similar to its background so that the predators cannot easily see them. That's why they are dull colored outer wings. And the inner wings are wide and membranous. The inner wings, when you look at them, they are very wide. They are very wide and they are membranous. The purpose of this one is to provide a large surface area for flight. So those are the adaptations of the wings for their function. A drawing showing the outer wing, and then a drawing showing the inner wing. When you're drawing, you will draw them like this, the inner wing. Remember we said it is wide and it has the expanded end. Then it has got the main vein, they are mainly parallel, and then the point of attachment. So that's how we draw the inner wing. Then we have the outer wing. This is the point of attachment. You can saw it has got the main vein and then it has got also the smaller vein. But this one is not very wide and it is more darker compared to the inner wing. The abdomen. Now we want to look at the abdomen and we want to describe the abdomen. Now the female, when you look at the female, it has got the anosarcus, but it does not have the styles. It has what we call the abdominal plate. The female segmented and bears 2 anosarcus. That is the female. It bears only 2 anosarcus, only, no styles, and it is also segmented. The male, now for it got segmented and bears a pair of style. When you look at the male, you will see that it has got the styles. At the same time, it has got the anosarcus, but it has not got the abdominal plate. There is no abdominal plate. But when you look at the female, it has got the abdominal plate, which you are seeing here. It has got the sarcus, but it does not have the style. So that's how we can differentiate the male from the female. The male has got the styles, the female has got the abdominal plate. Segmentation provides flexibility. You can see they have a lot of segments on their abdomen, all of these ones, and those segmentation are provided for provision of flexibility. Now we look at the eyes. They've got the compound eyes. They have the compound eyes, which you can see inside the antenna. Those are the compound eyes. Describe the compound eyes. It has got 2 pairs of compound eyes located anteriorly. Anteriorly means it is on the front side of the head. That is anteriorly. And dorsal on the head. They are on top of the head. Dorsolateral on top of the head. That's where the compound eyes are. They are anteriorly, the front side of the head, and on the top of the head. The compound eyes, they provide a wide field of view. When you look at them the way they are arranged, they can see in a very large area. They can see on top, they can see on the sides, they can see at the front, they can see even what's happening at the back. That's what we are saying, that the compound eyes have got or provide a wide field of view. So we have come to the end. We have seen that our cockroach, the classification, it is in phylum Arthropoda, it is in class Insecta, and it is in order Dictyoptera. So those ones, don't forget them. Phylum, Arthropoda. Class, Insecta. Order, Dictyoptera. Thank you very much for participating in the cockroach. Please do like, share, and subscribe.